today be thrown into crisis when it reveals what's expected to be a huge loss of around $1 billion. Nine Finance editor Ross Greenwood joins me now. Deep breaths. Crippling result, isn't it?
It is, and we know this because at the half-year mark they'd made a loss of $924 million at that time, which included a $1.5 billion write-off because of the value of its Masters businesses, which now, because the shares have been suspended last night, and effectively Masters has been split up into three, and the bits of it have now been sold. So what's happened here is that one part of Masters will actually go out to Home Timber and Hardware, which is owned by Metcash, which is the owner of the IGA franchises. Then another part of it will actually go out to a couple of families. The families that own Spotlight and Chemist Warehouse will buy a lot of those warehouses. And then the other part of it will go to private equity, which is all of the stock, about $500 million worth of the product that's actually inside the stores. But the really ignominious part of this for Woolworths, I think, is that at least 15 of their centres are going to go straight to Bunnings Warehouse, the rival, and Bunnings are going to set up their own stores inside the Masters stores. And so you'd have to sit there and say you've been competing against Bunnings Warehouse for all this time, you've lost, and as a result of that now your enemy is going to come in and take over your best stores.
It's tough for staff, but probably for shareholders to step in the right direction, trying to cut back on the things that were weighing it down.
They had to do something. At 7,700 staff.
That's a lot of staff.
Now, Brad Banducci yesterday sent a note out to all those staff and basically said, look, we're going to find something for you to do. But it still comes back to the fundamental problem at Woolworths, and that is Big W is not working and the supermarket is not working. So it's been beaten for basically the last 6 years in terms of quarterly sales growth by Coles. Then you've got Aldi on top, really slicing it up. So Woolworths has got to find a new direction under the new boss, Brad Banducci, and that pretty much starts today, I'd suggest.
The bulk sellers are adding up, aren't they?
Indeed they are.
Good on you, Ross. Thank you for that.